Stop bouncing me. Yay!
Hit the ball. Yeah, drop the bat, run. Drop the bat. Drop the bat. Yeah. Bat flipped on the single. Good job, buddy. Way to go. Come here, buddy.
What's going on?
I play basketball. I play basketball all the time. Okay, first you put the eggs in it. This right here. Where's the ball? Okay. When it's 10, I go to 10. I won!
Good job.
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I've been after your file. I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I've been after your file right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I go to the window, so I'm going to Cali. I said I'm too official. I'm out with them niggas. I'm some other rapper on the city. That nigga, he wicked. We pull out with them guns. You know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having ever since that I was real. Now I can't look like an AP and I will never squeal. Will never ever on my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the East Coast. I'm living life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I ride you to chill. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up on the steel. I'ma pull up on the drink, go and get your ass killed. Man, stop capping, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitches. You know we fuck that shit. My youngest know you killin'. I wanna grind, got money on my mind, put money on my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping and jumping, I'm trying to eat. All around the world, I'm doing shows, I really come to eat. They trying to play on me, I swear I'm doing shit. One of my time, I was broke and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, yeah, I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, ain't wanna clown me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life. Yeah, it's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I'm out there doing this video shooting, going to Cali. I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in the 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car, my life is on now. They wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she wanna sleep with me. I'm in the 305 right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Yeah, and the front car. That's don't look at me. I'm the youngest in the game. You can't beat me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. No, I will never change. Diamonds on my really, I got diamonds on my chain. I'm in this song, no, that's right, ain't no game. Yeah. In in Miami right now, and I feel far, yeah.
I'm from the streets, bitch.
Bro, this ain't it, dog.
What? That was pain I was spitting. The depressed music is in.
Listen, you really want to pop? Diss somebody.
Oh, yeah. People love beef. But who could I beef with? Oh, yeah, I got somebody in mind. DJ Pooh, start that beat up, homie. Bitch, what you thought I forgot? I'm grown now. You think just because I came out your womb, your slew-footed ass can tell me what to do? Hell no, you got something else coming. In 03, you embarrassed me when you caught me and my friend smoking. Your big ass walked up, built like a fridge with the doors open. When I was a kid, she made me wear a helmet when I rode my bike. Woman had me in that ghetto school when she know my ass couldn't fight. You keep cutting the beat off, man. What's up?
Bro, you making a diss track about your moms?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
The woman that raised you?
Hold on now, she wasn't always there. She used to work 2 jobs and come home late and cook dinner for me. Talking about I gotta clean the kitchen. Talking about she too tired to clean the kitchen because she been working all day trying to support this family. Ain't nobody told your goofy ass to get 2 jobs, mama? What? Hey, I'm not a street nigga.
I'm from the streets, bitch.
Late night crew. What going on, man? Come on, DJ, fuck with me, man. Say what's up to your boy. Happy Taco Tuesday. Back at it, bro. Scott Johnson, KS Dub, Janice, Bob, Daniel Berry, Critical Smoker. It was a great evening. I think I gotta hear me a song tonight. Feels appropriate. It feels just. First of all, Fire H. And wrestling has turned into the Big Brother community in the blink of an eye. Because when I say weak ass, that's right. You say bitch. And the beat goes on. The Sixers stink. That's like pretty much every team in the NBA. This is the worst quality of basketball in a long time. It's pretty bad right now. We gotta finish talking this Dr. Phil shit. And then we gotta talk this Tendernism shit, because I'm gonna probably say some shit that a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna agree with. But here's the best part. I do not give a flying fuck. That's the best part. I could care less, my nigga. I ain't even gonna hold you. B-Con, what up, though? Welcome back. Shout out to the replay gang. We gotta finish watching Swoop and then old Philip McGraw. Oh, excuse me. After Philip McGraw, we gotta talk about Walter. A lot of people gonna be mad at what I have to say about Walter. Yep, gonna have to say it. Gonna have to say it. But first, I gotta hear me some music. So you know what I'm gonna do? Go listen to some music. Critical Smoke, I can't call it, bro. God is great, ain't he? Miles, what up?
When I touch a mill, I'ma be the same dude. Split the money with my gang too. And we be swerving in that Audi coupe. Eating foreign exchange foods. Couple fly ass niggas on a 495. Taking trips with my gang, couple blunts to get us high. I got a white bitch who live way out on that line. Her father's still in Texas, so you know she got a ride. But I ain't worried about your income. See, I just wanna rub your ass and get a little drunk. These bitches on me, so I feel like Channing Tatum. And I'ma be a fucking savage till my day come. See, when I touch a mill, I'ma be the same dude. Split the money with my gang too. See, we be swerving in that Audi coupe. Eating foreign exchange food. You know me, I be worried about my bread, fuck a hoe. She been here for an hour, so you know she gotta go. I'm that 6'2" nigga that your bitch probably know. And my name ring bells, so I gotta stay low. Yeah, I gotta stay low. I be coolin' and no quit with your hoe. She know me, VIP game, we gon' go. See, when I touch a metal, I'ma be the same dude. I split the money with my gang too. And we be swerving in that Audi coupe. Eating foreign exchange food. Couple fly ass niggas on a 495. Taking trips with my gang, couple blunts to get us high. I got a white bitch who live way out on that line. Her father's still in Texas, so you know she got a ride. And all my niggas get fly. G-Star with the babe, oh my. A nigga 21 now, time flies. How you ballin' but you can't throw 5? Same dude. Yeah, I'm the same dude. Chillin' with the same crew. When I touch a mill, I'ma be the same dude. When I touch a mill, I'ma be the same dude. Split the money with my gang too. We be swerving in that Audi coupe. Eating foreign exchange foods. Couple fly ass niggas on the 495. Taking trips with the gang, couple blunts to get us high. I got a white bitch and she live out in a lie. Her father's still in Texas, so I know she got a ride. Same dude, same crew. Audi coupe. Foreign exchange foods.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this. There's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga! I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's happening? Not motherfucking double R. What's happening, baby? You know how we do it? Yeah, nigga, you know I'm about this bitch. It's time for me to regulate. For sure. Hey. Observe. And you ain't going back? No. We got to show these motherfuckers what's up, though. This is for the honeys, the super sop. I don't want to be her man. I want to be a nigga. You feel me? Well, let them know. You fucking with niggas that's insecure. Water down, my shit is pure. Write down my number, but don't call me till you're sure. I ain't begging, just trying to relocate between your legs. Dripping wet as we experiment in sweaty sex. When you met me, you wouldn't let me. And now you're straight begging to sex me. Got you undressing to test me. Shut me down if you want and miss the chance to do it live. When I stroll by, I see that look in your eye. You want a nigga, but think that you can't have a nigga. Don't cheat yourself, instead treat yourself. If you're scared, go to church. I know it hurts to find out me and your man be sharing skirts. I'm hoping you don't take this the wrong way. But your body is banging, got me attracted in a strong way. After a long day of trying to make my songs pay. Making love all day against the wall in the hallway. Your fantasies come alive, your heart rate shall increase when we meet up in this dark place. You might think you're happy with him, but that's a lie. So give this thug a try. I'd rather be your N-I-G-G-A, so we can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life. If busters ain't love in your right, I'd rather be your N-I-G-G-A, so we can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life. If busters ain't love in your right. Look, now you was sprung from the introductions. My conversation's full of game, yet less with seduction. I see you blushing like you want something. Come get a taste of America's most wanted, and let's get into some touching. Erotic fucking, my up and down with no interruptions. Have no intentions of busting until you learn your lesson. Now many questions are often asked. A drop top, 500 bins and plenty cash to help a nigga get the
Out with
ass.
spoke coat to get your lobster and crab. Cause all I got is conversation and a gang of stab. And I'ma listen when it hurts. I'ma hang out but never say. Smoke blunts, believe them stunts up to Super Day. I be your nigga as long as we can understand that I's the nigga and spoke coat can be the man. He wine and dine, but me and you we wine and grind. And when I'm on the field, keep him on the sideline.
N-I-G-G-A, so you can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life. If busters ain't love in your right, I'd rather be your N-I-G-G-A, so we can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life. The busters ain't love in your right. Now it's time for the moment of truth. I got you naked, totally sweating. Let's see how hot I can make it. Tongue kissing till your head swing. I'm so into you. Witness a nigga make the bed bang. If it's all mine, then let me know. Now scream my name out. Do you want it fast or shall I hit it slow? Not to mention the multiple positions I inflict. A boss player, freaky motherfucker, can I dig?
It's on and poppin'. Now you see what I was seeing. While your eyes rollin', loosen up, girl. I ain't going nowhere. Let's let that sucker stay out there while he stress out and knock. I stress out the cock. Hold the boots and let the nigga execute. And though you got it right, I'm going home tonight.
You say you don't need a man, but I don't care. You in the presence of a player. I'd rather be your N-I-G-G-A, so you can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life. If busters ain't love in your right, I'd rather be your N-I-G-G-A, so you can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life. If busters ain't love in your right, I'd rather be your N-I-G-G-A, so you can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life. If busters ain't love in your right, I'd rather be your
Late night crew. I guess I feel well prepared for work now. Berg was happening. Turtle. Stay safe. Rule number 5. What's going on, OG? I don't wanna bore you. You know what now. Lennox was happening. Boston. Fire H. Napa. What up, though? Put out some APBs tomorrow. Danhausen was funny last night. I'll give that. That motherfucker said I got a list of demands, and one of his demands was he wanted a picture of him with Triple H when Triple H be pointing at motherfuckers. Oh, that was funny. I had to give Danhausen that. That was funny. But they gonna fuck him up. In the realm of wrestling, there will never be nothing we'll take serious. Same with me, Boston. I got to give Danhausen props because they set him up terribly, and he had a great bounce back on Raw. But I'm probably going to do a video tomorrow on the channel because the way that these motherfuckers are crying about what CM Punk said to Roman Reigns is outrageous. It's still real to them, damn it. This motherfucker, somebody had the nerve to say stuff like that is never allowed in wrestling. I said, nigga, Triple H was acting like he was getting ready to fuck a corpse. What are we talking about? They roasting that motherfucker on Facebook today, Bob. Man, that shit was hilarious. He took this. Hey, Chrissy, did you see that shit with the McDonald's CEO with the big arch burger? He was like, he's eating this for his lunch, you know, trying to promote the burger. He go through this laundry list of shit. 2 quarter-pound patties, like lettuce, arch sauce, pickles, crispy onions, cheese, like all this shit, right? And he took the smallest fucking nibble out of the side of it. It was just like, Then they do a hard cut, and he cuts, and he shows the camera, he's like, see that big bite I took? 1,000% not the bite he took. So that nigga, he's been getting roasted. That nigga, he could not stomach to take a real bite of the peasant food. Burger King CEO got him. I'm surprised Wendy's ain't said nothing yet on Twitter. Y'all know how Wendy's get down. People acting like Roman didn't sign. This is what I'm saying, boss. I'm like, it's still real to them, bro. I'm like, bro, for what I'll say about CM Punk, never y'all just don't want to admit that CM Punk got the better of him. So now y'all trying to disqualify. We just saw it in real time in the chat last night, or the night before last. No, it was last night. We saw it in real time. They try to lie about last week, like Roman Reigns just killed CM Punk on the mic, which that's not even a real thing in any way. And then Roman proceeds to get obliterated on the mic, bro. And they try to Holly, what's happening? And they try to disqualify this nigga. It was like he cheated. I didn't even realize that, Scott. He called the sandwich the product. See? I didn't even catch that. Damn, the Cardinals cut Kyler Murray? It's over? The nigga's too short, bro. He can't see over the line. But I guess let's get back to Dr. Phil. We got a little bit left because then we got to get to Walter. Swoop. Swoop. We are back. Shout out to Swoop. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Swoop. She gets down on this documentary work. This documentary work. Or documentary for you fuckers at home. We'll go, that's not the word. Amber, what's happening? Let's get back to it.
In the early 2000s, he got into the diet plan game with a heavy emphasis on supplements. Okay, look, y'all, okay. I swear when I started writing this, I did not think that Dr. Phil was the male Brittany Don Davis, but the similarities are getting way too weird at this point because everything I'm about to describe is almost beat for beat part of the damn Brittany Don story as well. How did you get away with this? Why?
It was one of them trans. No. No. No.
Tell me how you did it. In late 2005,
but I truly understand why.
It was reported by the LA Times that much like the woman who gave him his career, a class action suit was being opened up against him. The allegations that he defrauded his fans with diet supplements.
So you think I was...
So back in 2000, he opened up a line of products known as Shape Up.
Nigga, look at the pose. If this ain't the most shadiest looking you really gonna buy some shit with a nigga on there making this pose? Let me go grab my drink before I even get all the way started. Look at this nigga's pose. Ain't no motherfucking way. That's the most untrustworthy pose ever. Now, let's get to it.
With Dr. Phil McGraw, can you imagine? The line was your standard.
He said he looks like it. He doesn't know if it works. He's giving that half-ass shrug like, your guess is as good as mine.
Dietary supplement line, shakes, snack bars, and multivitamins that were sold everywhere from far.
Why the fuck would you buy some motherfucking weight loss supplements from Dr. Phil? I guess I'm confused. Like, is he ripped up under them suits?
Pharmacies to Walmart for over a year. Now, according to each product's label, there were vitamins, minerals, and herbs in each product, or herbs as I like to call them. But the catch was that each product was matched to...
Like, why would you put this in your body? The first box says, change your behavior, take control of your weight, shape up. From Dr. Phil McGraw. My profits go to charity. A special formulation of effective ingredients for Apple body types. What? Hey, stop. This nigga said a special formulation of effective ingredients for Apple body types. Then you got an added boost of effective ingredients intensifier for Apple or pear body types. And then you have a special formulation of effective ingredients for pear body types. I'm losing I'm losing my motherfucking mind. I've never heard of apple body type. This is the first time. Learn something new every day. And is this like for men or women? I don't even know.
Your body type. Now, what does that mean? It meant that if you got the apple flavor, you had an apple body, and the pear flavor was a pear-shaped body.
Why they gotta use wrong? No. Pear. I know that's what this nigga's about to say, bro.
I eat pears now and shit like that. Shout out to all the pear.
What the Phil? Wait, and you also had to take 22 pills daily for 100...
22 pills a day? You mean to tell me you trust Dr. Phil enough to put 22 pills a day in your body? Because he said so.
$20 a month? What in the French toast bagel pear-shaped is this? Even worse, the label on the box said the pills, quote, contain scientifically researched levels of ingredients that can help you change your behavior to take control of your weight. What?
Like, what the fuck does that mean, bro? This doesn't mean anything.
The hell does that mean? What science, Philip? What fucking science? I am losing my shit. Last I checked, bodies aren't designated as apples and pears. We're people, not fruits.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
No matter
Facts.
how much you think you could take a bite out of our wallets and hope we taste sweet.
Try to suck the venom out. No, I won't be able to stop. Find the will to stop.
Now, it should come as no surprise that the dreaded FTC opened an investigation into false claims made by the products, and it should come as even less of a surprise that Phil's supplements promise, quote, weight loss by promoting metabolism of fat and reducing carbohydrate cravings and appetite swings.
By taking 22 pills?
But that plaintiff said they lost money, not weight. Phil was fucked, and he knew it. Half a year later, he settled out of court to the tune of $10.5 million.
This nigga charged y'all $120 a month for a program that involved you taking 22 pills a day. And it was so fucking fake. He settled for $10 million.
That's a lot of unhappy apples and pears, Phil.
Oh my God.
Hold on a second.
Can't believe what you just said.
Now, with the gift of hindsight, or the grift of hindsight, why did anybody ever trust Dr. Phil with this anyways? Is it because he has a doctor in his name? He was
If that's all it took.
wasn't even known for physical health advice as much as mental health advice. And that's kind of the thing, though. Phil is known for these kinds of, dishonest tactics, whether it's in his work or his personal life. And speaking of his personal life, did you know that Dr. Phil has maybe sort of kind of allegedly cheated on both of his wives?
I have a question.
Why you bringing up old shit?
For you, what would you do if your spouse had a cheating heart?
Yeah, did you?
Look at this nigga face. This nigga face look like he cheating, right? Nigga, she look like she cheating. This look like both of their profile pictures on their secret accounts, nigga.
Do you even know that he had a first wife? Yeah, most people don't. And aside from an offhand mention in an interview to his first marriage, failing apart during the...
Like, oh, for sure. You could have been at Lifetime for $120 a month. And like the good plan. Like, you could have been getting a massage a month. I don't know if it was a month or a week. Definitely like Lifetime.
Grecian spa saga, he's never publicly talked about Deborah McCall, his first wife. Ironically, in a stunning display of the Streisand effect, talking about her that one time, briefly in that one interview, summoned her into the world like Liza Minnelli at a joyful gay wedding, where she manifests.
Why would Liza say yes to this? It's a law of physics. Anytime there's this much gay energy in one room, Liza manifests.
And revealed a 2002 interview that their relationship fell apart, at least in part, because of Phil cheating.
Lord Jesus.
Sweetie! Sweetie!
Dr. Phil, what do you have to say about yourself? Or what do you have to say for yourself, rather?
I'm a fucking bitch.
Quote, when I confronted him about his infidelities, he didn't deny these girls and told me that it had nothing to do with his feelings toward me. To grow up, that's the way it was in the world.
That's how it's gonna be in this world. I'm Dr. Phil, and I like to fuck. And it ain't got nothing to do with you. I fucks all types of bitches. Fuck some of them black bitches, them Mexican bitch. I fucks them all. But I comes home to you. All that damn money I make on TV, and you gonna tell me I can't fuck no hoes.
Is so fucking just like a man, isn't it? Not all of them, but man, if I heard that line before.
There's an expression where I come from. Being nervous is God's way of saying something's up.
Now, much like his old pal Thelma Box, Phil never talked about this, and considering that Deborah too tragically passed away, he likely never will. So when it comes to him cheating on his wife Robin, someone he's been married to since 1976,
why you bringing up old shit?
Phil has had to reluctantly talk about the situation time and time again because it's tied to one of the biggest ethical lapses in Phil's career, like ever. The year is 1989. Phil was 38 years old, and he was still a licensed psychologist in the state of Texas and was just beginning to start CSI, but he still had his own private practice. In January, the Texas State Board of Examiners of Psychologists slapped Phil with an official reprimand. Oh, for what?
I think Dr. Phil was in the file somewhere. Don't quote me on that. I thought I had possibly heard that
from the internet.
One remark on a television talk show carries as much impact as the lawsuit claims. Jeff Flock.
I hit the wrong fucking button. Damn it. Shit, I hit the wrong button.
Find the will.
Damn it.
Retire his license, so he has no duty, legal or ethically.
On this show. Another comment says, quote,
what the fuck did I hit? Fuck, hold on. Shit. I think I can figure it out though. Okay, I got it. What the fuck? Piss me off.
January, the Texas State Board of Examiners of Psychologists slapped Phil with an official reprimand. Oh, for what, you might ask? For an inappropriate relationship with a patient that he proceeded to hire. Phil had...
So, Dr. Phil fucked a patient and then hired her?
Had a, quote, inappropriate dual relationship with a...
And you know why it don't surprise me? Because even when Dr. Phil could be right about something, which is generally like some layup type shit, it still has to be like so fucking performative. And that's when I always just knew. I'm like, this nigga probably, we learned about this nigga, it's gonna be even worse. And here we are.
young woman because they had, quote, an ongoing therapeutic relationship followed too closely by a business relationship in the form of part-time temporary employment. Now, the woman, whose name remained under lock and key until a 2002 expose, was Sarah Jane Morrison, a 19-year-old college student in her sophomore year in college in 1988. She was depressed, lonely, and experiencing self-harm ideation, something that she has stated was as a result of abuse she endured as a child. And when Phil became her psychologist, she stated that Phil became fully involved with her life,
Scott, what's happening?
asking questions far beyond what is ethically acceptable of a psychologist. You know, who did you speak to today? Oh, what time did you go to bed? Oh, what did you do all day? And whenever she was depressed or anxious, he would always ask, why didn't you call me? According to Sarah, quote, every time I felt bad, he insisted only he can fix me. And
oh my Lord. Oh, so you one of those.
when she wanted to return to college the following summer to work for a professor at her school, Phil talked her out of it, instead persuading her to work for him in Wichita Falls. Now, a year later, Sarah reported him. The investigation began, and for the final year of Phil's practice before funding CSI, it was being monitored daily by the board. Now, there's two things to keep in mind here. Number one, everything I've described up until this point has been factual and comes either straight out of the complaint made against Phil or from later comments by Sarah Morrison. But number two, that expose in 2002 came courtesy of the National Enquirer, who are not exactly the most reliable of sources, yet they claim to have tracked Sarah down for more information, where she alleged that the relationship went beyond blurring the lines between patient and associate into something much darker.
What do you mean? When you say darker, I'm gonna need you to be more specific.
Namely, the article is titled, Dr. Phil Sexually Abused Me.
Wait, sexually attacked is wild.
Quote, Phil would pull me down to sit in his lap while he talked on the phone to patients, other doctors, even his wife. He'd be running his hand up and down the inside of my thigh.
Man, Dr. Phil looked like he nasty like this.
All the way up to my panties. The details are sick, and I want to be clear. They're not allegations I'm making. They are. Because, you see, the combination of fact-based reporting from the Enquirer in that complaint was real, and they tracked down Sarah Jane Morrison.
The shit that made me laugh at people was that the Enquirer was more real than people wanted to give the shit credit for. You can go back and look yourself.
Allowed them to, kind of break out of the fake news tabloid bubble in 2002 and became mainstream news that Phil could not ignore. He furiously denied the allegations, even offering to take a lie detector test. At the time, most didn't question their effectiveness, and spoke to the press openly about Sarah. Quote,
That's what made Men in Black funny, was how Men in Black was like, nigga, that's where we get all of our news from.
told them to ask me about her and about any other woman patient during the lie detector test. He told the New York Post, and I passed. This was a woman who had been a patient and moved away. She came to work for me for 5 or 6 weeks and then left. Later, she files this complaint. With 2020 hindsight, it would have been better if I'd never seen her again. But
nigga, you destroyed this bitch in a TV Guide interview? Damn.
it had nothing to do with SUL allegations whatsoever.
Tonight on Dr. Phil Primetime, every 68 seconds, someone is sexually assaulted
So he might have smashed Angela when she was on the show. That's possible.
in this country. Is there a way to protect yourself before an assault?
Now, Phil and Robin ended up suing American Media Inc., that's the parent company of the National Enquirer, due to the way they have framed the assault. Now, on one hand, the lawsuit was on decent ground, considering that the original complaint did not have anything to do with sexual misconduct, and the article blurs the lines a bit on the nature of that complaint. But on the other hand, the National Enquirer were reporting the words of Sarah Jane Morrison herself. Does this actually leave American media liable? We'll likely never know. Phil quietly dropped the suit altogether after nearly a decade and a half in 2016.
I really like your honesty and...
What'd you say? This nigga laughing like a
The
motherfucker.
first time I saw you, I thought, wow, this guy cuts to the chase. He doesn't perpetrate a fraud.
Bitch. Oh, my bad.
Bitch, are you for real? You know, it's fantastic. And I can't believe they let him say that on TV.
I can't either. But you know what can't be boiled down to the he said, she said? Something that came about from another lawsuit. This one filed in the year 2022. And it's a lawsuit that has to do with Dr. Phil using his incredible influence to co-sign the efforts of an organization that allegedly tortured, allegedly abused, and allegedly sexually assaulted the children and teens that Phil sent their way. I'm
The ranch.
talking, of course, about Turnabout Ranch.
Dr. Phil, I am going to give you from now till April 5th to issue an apology, not only
Take that pile of shit off your head.
to me, but to Hannah and any other child that you sent to Turnabout or any other program like this. And if you don't, I'm gonna handle things my way. Catch me outside, how about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
What I just said.
Catch her outside and she'll go outside and do what she has to do.
So tell me about Turnabout Ranch.
It's a program.
Yeah? How did you do there?
Fine.
What was your favorite part of it?
Chief.
Yeah? You like the horse?
Real ranch, real values, real change.
Right. Joy, good evening.
That's the description of Turnabout Ranch on the front page of their website right now, with the images of luscious green hills and rustic cowboys seeming to promise something all-American, something unique, something helpful. According to their own About Me section, Turnabout Ranch is a residential treatment program for teenagers that can be found at a working cattle ranch in Escalante, Utah. Now, for teens aged 13 to 17, the ranch offers therapy sessions, schooling, and good old-fashioned ranch work for teenagers from the ages of 13 to 17 who are struggling in anything from behavioral issues to substance issues.
Turnabout Ranch really encompasses a lot of the benefits of a lot of different treatment styles. We're
What is this treatment style though?
a real working cattle ranch.
It's a place called Turnabout Ranch. Turnabout Ranch is a terrific place. It specializes in working with teens who are oppositional and manipulative and rebellious.
Now, for several months, struggling teens stay to receive the treatment they need for, real change. If this sounds familiar to you at all, it's because it's what's known as a troubled teen program.
Chief, I got you.
When Danielle first got here, she was just this hellstorm of excitement and energy, but also anxiety.
She still had her fingernails on and really surprised me how long, how loud everything was.
She wanted people to know that they couldn't mess with her.
Stop moving. No.
Despite the helpful sounding name, a troubled teen program is part of a multi-billion-dollar troubled teen industry. These are programs meant to help teens in need, residential treatment centers for youth, boot camps, boarding schools, you name it. They're all designed to rehabilitate teens in need.
In America's mountain wilderness, outposts of a multi-billion-dollar business operate beyond the public glare. This complex is one of hundreds of treatment centers across America for so-called troubled teens. Some stay for months or even years.
According to the American Bar Association, this industry receives, quote, an estimated $23 billion of
Lord Jesus.
Annual public funds to purportedly treat the behavioral and psychological needs of vulnerable youth. Now, some of these are for-profit organizations, like one known as Sequel, which has an annual revenue that, quote, regularly tops $200 million as
I'm still rich, y'all broke, and y'all are stupid.
of 2017, 90% of their revenue came from Medicaid, Medicare, and approximately 500 additional federal, state, and local programs. Programs pay Sequel as much as $800 per day for each child at a facility. Now, in case you're not catching what I'm putting down here, that means the troubled teen industry might not have incentive to help so much as keep teens troubled, or at least keep the definition of
You see what I'm saying? How that's they end up being financially incentivized to keep niggas in a cycle of being in trouble. Like
troubled, very open-ended, which can sometimes result in serious injury or even death for those teens.
After my face was paralyzed, and I was just like so confused, like, why are they doing this to me?
Now, Dr. Phil, you see, he is not a stupid man. He knows all of this. He knows about how much money these places rake in. You know, he would regularly endorse Turnabout Ranch and send teens to this place as a latch-ditch resort.
Send her to the ranch.
And they laughing about it. Send her to the ranch.
There's a working ranch that I know about called Turnabout, and I'm willing to make that available as my gift to you if you're willing to lean into it and do it.
Unbelievable. This is some disturbingly disgusting shit.
Now, if you ever watched Dr. Phil in any
Exactly, Bob.
capacity, you know about all of this. It was a massively viral trend that resulted in a number of creators on YouTube making react videos about kids getting sent to Turnabout Ranch.
Yes, because the impression is that I send all bratty teens to the ranch. I just didn't send one to the ranch.
What? He didn't send one to the ranch, and we were like, all right, we gotta go check it out. We gotta go see.
No way is this one. This one's going to the ranch. I feel it.
Okay.
Now, according to the
Unreal.
organization Helping Survivors, which is a nonprofit,
They have those type of camps and ranches where they will arrange security guards to take a team from their house in the middle of the night, fly them out to BFE, and treat them for 9 months. Exactly. See, because that was one thing that Dr. Phil, he would do that shit on camera. He would have the motherfucking parents be like, well, since y'all not gonna make them, sign over temporary guardianship to us, and then we'll make them. But what comes with that we'll make them is, you know, the extra shit behind it. Because a lot of them Dr. Phil kids probably don't even get it that bad. It's the ones I really worry about is the ones that just got sent there on some other shit. Insane.
but that provides assistance for anyone that has experienced sexual harm. Turnabout Ranch is a for-profit program that lasts around 100 days or longer. Costs $40,000 for the duration of the
$40,000 for 100 days at this motherfucker. What? Bitch, what?
stay and does not work with more insurance providers. Now, in case you're wondering why
Of course it don't.
Survivors is writing about Turnabout Ranch.
The abuse is the treatment.
The reality was they were sending us to some sort of a reverse insane asylum.
Multiple lawsuits have been filed against Turnabout Ranch over the past decade due to
Over the last decade, numerous program attendees have come forward to detail the alleged harm and abuse that happened to them during their time at the Turnabout Ranch. From a recent HBO Max documentary, quote, Teen Torture Inc., end quote, to lawsuits filed by former attendees in dozens of media pieces, the abuse allegations against Turnabout Ranch can no longer be excused or hidden from the general public. These abuse allegations against Turnabout Ranch are wide-ranging. The following are just a few of them. LGBTQIA+ participants were subjected to harassment and homophobic slurs by staff, sleep deprivation, with some participants alleging they were deprived of sleep for more than 72 hours. That's dangerous. You can make somebody's mind snap, bro. Forced physical labor, even after participants complain of pain, deprivation of showers, clean clothes, hygiene products, threats of physical violence, suffocation or restraints, animal abuse and neglect perpetrated by staff members, sexual assault and harassment by staff members and other program participants. Beyond these allegations of harm and abuse at Turnabout Ranch, there have also been reports documented in the media. Insanity.
To everything from homophobic slurs openly thrown by counselors towards campers to extremely abusive therapy practices, such as 72 hours straight of sleep deprivation, which is insanely dangerous, forced physical labor, and even actions of physical violence. Now, there are two young women you may know about that Phil sent to this ranch, and one of them was a then 17-year-old girl named Hannah Archuleta, whose episode aired
Do y'all remember the Hannah Archuleta story? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no.
Under the pseudonym Ray.
An alcoholic father.
My dad would punch me.
That's something I don't remember doing.
You were drunk.
A terminally ill mom.
Have you headbutted your mother?
No.
What's the bruise on your head now?
I slammed my own head.
Against what?
A bedpost. I've seen the shows about them, and I come here and it's all about me.
Trust me, this is so not all about you.
Imagine a young girl having an abusive alcoholic father and an ill mother, ambushing her on live TV and sending her to a teen boot camp against her will.
Insanity.
Is this what you want to do?
No, please, Dad, no.
There's a place that I have great confidence in called Turnabout Ranch. And it is a real working ranch with real values that are taught to create really lasting change.
I'd just like to point out that while Phil's giving his, ambush sales pitch, he's not even making eye contact with her.
All while you're doing therapeutic things to get yourself where you need to be. And you deserve this. You deserved it long before now, but you certainly deserve this now. You need a break.
Woo! Way to go, Savior, Dr.
Y'all ain't shit.
Dr. Phil, way to go to the rescue. So what happened? Well, Hannah, following her episode, was sent to the ranch and alleged in a now dismissed lawsuit that she was allegedly groped repeatedly by a male staffer, and when
what the fuck?
She reported the assault, was punished.
At the ranch, I was alone and isolated from all of my family. I expected to be treated with understanding.
As a result of her torment, Hannah claimed in the suit that her father, Tony, seen in the episode, was pressured to sending Hannah to the ranch. Why? Because of language like this.
I've been told that she has a PhD in manipulating adults.
Nigga, what? This...
No. You have a PhD in wimping out. She's going to know that somebody hit the reset button for this girl before she exited this world.
A PhD in wimping out. That's what Phil told Tony Archuleta to pressure him to send his daughter to the ranch, and he did.
Disgusting.
Right after taping the episode. According to the suit, Dr. Phil and co. knew about all of the horrifying things that had happened at the ranch, but didn't tell Tony or Hannah.
Yeah, so the 19-year-old is represented by high-profile attorney Gloria Allred. Now, the plaintiff...
Damn it, why Gloria?
was sent to the Turnabout Ranch after an appearance on the Dr. Phil show. And she says while she was at the ranch, she was not properly protected.
Now, thankfully, when Hannah wrote to her dad about her abuse, he pulled her out immediately. The suit named Phil, CBS Broadcasting, Viacom CBS, Petsky Productions, Paramount Pictures Corp., and the McGraw family's Stage 29 Productions as defendants before it was dismissed due to a perceived lack of evidence. Now, here's the thing about that lawsuit being dismissed, though. There are countless stories about the harm endured by campers at the ranch from both before and after Phil endorsed their work. Just because they don't have evidence doesn't mean it's not happening.
The lawsuit alleges Hannah was forced to perform hours of extra manual labor in extreme conditions while sleeping on a wooden plank.
There appears to be a major problem in Utah at some residential facilities which have developed programs that have been marketed as programs which help troubled teens.
There's one story in particular that I need to share, courtesy of Helping Survivors, that really paints the picture of why the story of Turnabout Ranch is so disturbing to me. Quote, in 2016, another participant brutally beat 2 staff members, killing one and attempting to flee the scene in a victim's car. He was found guilty of multiple crimes. However, the teen's defense lawyers argued he was suicidal and forced to detox from drugs while sitting in the stone circle for nearly a week before the attack. They asserted this caused an abnormal mental state for the teen. That's one of the stories that Hannah claimed in her lawsuit Dr. Phil explicitly knew about before sending her to the camp and didn't warn her. And it's also a story that was
no shit.
Explicitly witnessed by the other prominent person Dr. Phil sent to Turnabout Ranch. Someone you're probably surprised I haven't mentioned up to this point in this doc, and for good reason. Danielle Bergoli, aka Bad Baby, aka the Cash Me Outside girl.
How about that?
Say the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes?
Yep.
What?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
What I just said.
What I just said.
Catch her outside and she'll go outside and do what she has
You shut the fuck up, bitch. Ain't nobody talking to you, you goofy motherfucker.
to do.
Danielle is usually brought up in correlation either to her meme or to that viral music career, and often not in the most sympathetic of terms. But in the context of Dr. Phil, we've got nothing but empathy for Miss Bergoldi here because she was unambiguously a victim of the ranch and somebody who witnessed other campers' incidents.
One morning I was cleaning up for breakfast, and one of the staff members was standing right next to me, and she had her walkie on her, so I heard everything. One of the kids, he had tried to steal a car
Oh no, Cam. I'm so sorry.
or something. Everyone was screaming on the walkies like it was really crazy, and he ended up killing one of the staff members. They made all the kids that were at Rowdy come down, and then they told us not to tell us anything. A day later, they have us all, every kid that's at Turnabout, they have us all sitting in a
Shit, my mom tried to do that shit. I don't even know what the fuck she was on with that. My grandparents was like, oh.
circle, and they're like, listen, there was an incident, I know some of y'all heard it over the walkies, Jimmy died. One of the other staff members that was there at the time, Alicia, who was the daughter of the nurse. Alicia, she was also injured, and 2 years later she died, and she was also left disabled after being attacked by Clay.
So on top of sharing witnessing this murder, Danielle stated she went 3 days without showering and was forced to sit up straight, doing absolutely nothing.
Like, what the fuck kind of cruel and unusual punishment are y'all niggas down there doing?
She also witnessed an SA and claimed that staffers retaliated against the victim for speaking up. And she even admits that she didn't have it as bad as others at the camp, but that doesn't really matter, right? Every single story about the ranch, and there are so fucking many, I'm not even getting into it, are so bad.
Malnourishing, humiliating, screaming at, sleep depriving. That's not fucking tough love.
She went to Turnabout 4 or 5 years ago, and if she had a bad experience, obviously I would hate that. We'd be sorry about that.
This ranch is still listed on your website after a lawsuit about a murder, a lawsuit about abuse, and a lawsuit about torture.
We're not involved in that. We don't have any feedback from them, so whatever happens once they're there, that's between them and the facility.
You hear this nigga? He all on the show talking about, yeah, send him to the ranch and I vouch for the ranch and all this shit. Now this nigga gonna turn around and be like, shit, I ain't got shit to do with what happened there at all.
Again, Dr. Phil can't claim ignorance on any of this without looking like a liar, even aside from the words of Tony Archuleta. According to a 2021 report from
Yep, once you get into one of them situations, it's definitely hard to get out.
BuzzFeed News, Turnabout used to be owned by a company known as Aspen Education Group. Now, this group owned the ranch around the time Phil began recommending them, and yet, quote, Aspen Education has been accused of multiple infractions by former attendees, including lawsuits that claimed psychological torture, abuse, SA, and human trafficking. The torture suit was dismissed, but...
Wait. Psychological torture, abuse, sexual assault, and human trafficking. Wow.
CRC, the owner of Aspen Education at the time, declined to address specific allegations at the time. Arcadia did not answer our questions about these allegations either. These allegations predate Dr. Phil's ranch-focused episodes. He knew about them, and the show still referred its teenage guests to Turnabout Ranch.
Fucking gross.
Trying to wiggle out of something, but I swear I will change everything if you just let me stay home. I just want to be around everybody because I feel like if I learn how to be good around y'all, then I'll be good. There's no way I can do this. I just can't. Like, I physically cannot do this.
Now, in response to the lawsuit, what did Phil do? He quietly stopped recommending Turnabout Ranch to his guests, and suddenly the ranch React industry on YouTube also died.
How did this Catch Me Outside girl? How did this happen?
Oh, God.
But I mean, out of all the different shows, out of all the different shows, you made a monster.
I know. I mean, it's my moment of infamy.
It's important to
pretty much
remember that Philip McGraw hasn't been held liable for really anything we've talked about here today, with the exception of his, the supplemental scandal. Almost every suit filed against him or that he has filed has been dismissed. Well, almost. More on that later. All of these other things, though, are allegations, but that's a whole lot of fucking allegations that have been levied against one man, aren't they? Hey, let's go down the list. Fraud in the state of Kansas. Stealing his whole shtick from a woman he fucked over. Say, unethical business practices across the board. Fostering an abusive workplace.
And y'all niggas still be listening to this nigga.
Sending kids to an abusive troubled teens program, cheating, exploitative practices on his TV show, and holy hell, the list goes on and on. Even when we apply the halo effect to Phil's career, it's clear that the horns cast a much longer shadow than anything. It was only a matter of time before time caught up to Philip McGraw and thought to hold him accountable in some way. And holy shit, held accountable he was.
Let me assure you, nobody is responsible for your feelings and your actions but yourself.
Are you fucking serious?
We deal with facts.
Are you fucking serious? Let me grab something right quick. This nigga Dr. Phil. Bam. Hey, hit that like button if you have not. Or get the fuck out. You know the rules. Good to see everybody on Taco Tuesday. I didn't have any tacos. I had taco salad. I sacrificed my crunchy shells for salad. We keeping it rolling.
Reality. What is actually happening, not what people wish was happening.
So now I'm gonna eat this 100-calorie Special K bar. Cause I can.
We finally arrived at the end of the road for Philip McGraw.
Have you counted how many daytime shows you've done since you started?
I really haven't, 3,940, but
Lord Jesus.
In 2023, fresh off the dismissed Hannah Archuleta's lawsuit against him and Turnabout Ranch, Dr. Phil, the man, announced that Dr. Phil, the show, would finally be coming to an end by the end of
I still don't know how this motherfucker lasted 21 seasons.
The year, or at least it was ending as we knew about it at that time, because 1 month after this announcement, he launched a media company known as Merit Street Media.
I'm more excited about this than I was when I launched Dr. Phil in 2002.
Not the cap. Well, this is something special. This is an entire network. This is Phil Network.
Now, according to the press release, Merit was a new cable TV network dedicated to bringing viewers essential news and entertainment. And, quote, Merit Street Media will be anchored by Dr. Phil Primetime. So his show didn't end. He just started his own TV station. Fantastic. Love that.
And that mistake is they have awakened a sleeping giant. and it's roaring. I'm here to hear that roar and funnel it into a voice where we all speak together.
However, it's worth noting that with the new station came two other announcements. Number one, Phil was headed back home to Texas to build his own 5-acre broadcast center for the show with a full primetime lineup of shows.
This is the type of money that Dr. Phil got. And of course, you got Nancy Grace on there. Nancy Grace ain't looked like that in about 25 years.
That was set to be announced over the rest of the year. But the second announcement was a little more left field if you haven't been following Dr. Phil since around the start of the whole C-19 pandemic. Quote, Dr. Phil Primetime will follow the well-known format with McGraw continuing to offer his no-nonsense advice to guests and viewers, tackling the tough issues facing real people in the real world today, from raising a family in a world that at times seems to have gone mad, to children being corrupted by toxic social media platforms, to an epidemic of prescription drug addiction and out-of-control immigration, to dealing with an education curriculum that for too many is failing and for some feels more like indoctrination. McGraw plans to tackle the challenges for which his viewers are seeking help and advice. Important conversations such as social issues affecting both sides of the country will be heard. How many dog whistles could you possibly fit into one statement? Now, if you couldn't tell by the subtle language, Phil was rebranding as a more blatantly conservative voice than he had been before. Out of control immigration, education is failing, and more like indoctrination. Social issues affecting both sides of the country.
We don't have to get offended every time we have the chance to be offended.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And I think that's where we've missed the boat. What gives a DEI program the right to come in and try and alter the nature of things to create equality of outcome? That's been tried.
See, ever since C-19, Dr. Phil has been one of the most notable yet sometimes subtle warriors in the culture war. He put out a book called We've Got Issues, where he let the mask, basically just slip right off and he smashed it to pieces. Now, the term cancel culture, according to the New York Times, appears nearly 50 freaking times in the book. So
crazy.
Some might say he's obsessed. He even enlisted Jeff Nussbaum, a speechwriter for Joe Biden, to help provide counter-arguments to make his points stronger, making this endlessly weird by a very weird man who says he's a doctor and most definitely is not a doctor.
That's a mistake. Oh, no. You don't ever want to engage with a hater, ever, never, ever, never.
Now, Nussbaum was proud of the work he did for his part, but for reasons that will become clear soon, he feels differently now, saying, quote, I took pride in being a sparring partner, Mr. Nussbaum told The Times, though recent events seem to show that either I lost or he moved to a different ring. I love that. That's a great summation. Either I fucked up or he moved to a completely different conversation that we weren't even having. But that didn't just happen overnight, because first, this happened.
But when you attack civilians and you use the power of the internet, you use mob mentality, you incite people to gang up and cause boycotts, then it's beyond ugly. And that's what's happening in this country right now, and that's not okay. It's time that we push back against cancel culture. You say this in Hollywood, and all of a sudden...
Dr. Phil, you made a whole career off canceling people. Sheriff, that would be Swoop. SWOOP. Shout out to Swoop.
You ain't got a job. The problem
Shout out to the sheriff.
is I don't need one.
Now listen, y'all, okay, we don't dive much into politics here. We might start to unfold a few things here and there. The world is burning, lots going on, but Philip took it there in the story, so we're going to talk about it and use some actual critical thinking instead of whatever the hell this nonsense is. Y'all know me, I am very much a person who is all about community and unity, compassion and kindness, and as always, just please do keep it cute in the comments when discussing these very, very tense topics. So you see, this has been Phil's thing for a while now. He rails against, the woke left, and he really, really hates cancel culture. Like really, really, really hates cancel culture. He even interviewed then presidential candidate Donald Trump for Merit Street Media in 2024.
We all have a personal truth. Is that what we believe about ourselves when we don't have our mask on, when we don't,
Like, why the fuck with Doc. Oh man, this will just let you know this shit is it's all just a game.
I put on a nice suit.
He's sitting here with the.
I'm going to see the president here. I want to be credible. Looks good. And we, we put our best foot forward when we step out into the world.
Now, this seemed like it.
But him and Trump are the same ilk. Entertainers, celebrities trying to be famous, all the way to being politicians.
Was going to be a pretty lucrative pivot for Philip McGraw, so why wasn't it? Well, there are two reasons. First was that Phil leaned really hard into his closer relationship with the current president, securing access within 1 week of his inauguration into and besides the ranks of the metaphorical cube of frozen water known as ICE, pledging, according to the Times, to, quote, tell your story and have your back. Whatever that means. I honestly don't think that Dr. Phil has had anyone's back but his own, and even at times I don't even know if he knows how to do that.
But you've never been deported before?
You're Dr. Phil. We're Dr. Phil.
Yeah? How do you know me?
Now,
what the
You can't keep getting away with it!
Times consulted with a number of Phil's friends and former associates, and all of them were baffled by his pivot into what appeared to be far-right fear-mongering. You know who else seems confused? Fucking Dr. Phil! Yes, Philip. Philip himself is confused. He clarified to the Times he is an advocate for legal immigration and gay rights, but has lost friends in California and claims he has received death threats. So who the hell knows what's going on in his thicky, tricky, dicky little brain? It's not fully clear why he's doing this, other than this is the latest evolution of his approach to sensationalized TV. I mean, have you seen Deaf Noodle's utterly embarrassing pivot into the most unhinged form of political grifting chaos?
You should be ashamed. No, seriously, dude. And I can see it in your face. No, you know, you literally just sat here and lied. You're like breaking down in real time.
I miss the person I was before seeing that clip.
How can a guy be so confident in something and be so wrong?
I think we pause.
Pause.
Anyways, Mr. Phil has explained his bizarre pivot this way.
We deal with facts, reality, what is actually happening, not what people wish was happening.
Right.
Some people don't like the law, don't like ICE enforcing the law.
Hold on. Okay, we deal with facts, reality. Editor, if you would be so kind, as to do you like add words on screen when I say them too, just to let the world know I mean business. Facts, reality, cats, pickleball. Bullshit.
But if you want to take that to task, we can, because you are a loudmouth bully.
Now, realistically, when referencing actual data, the facts simply do not reflect the reality about the recent string of increasingly aggressive raids this past year, especially in Minnesota after leaving children terrorized as young as 2 months old. And my heart is with all of our communities.
Lindenwold School District says 4th and 5th graders were waiting at their bus stop when ICE agents sparked fear and confusion.
Like somebody saw them come out of the car.
10-year-old Dylan, a U.S. citizen, told us it was
running down on kids is crazy.
A normal day until classmates started yelling ICE.
And like everybody was running, and like we all were scared.
He told us agents started following him as he ran home. In this home security video, Dylan is frantically banging on the door, pleading for his mom to let him in.
Again, I know this is a highly complicated topic, and that is not the main focus of today's doc, but factual information is important. And I firmly believe that the only way to have productive conversations on tough topics is by focusing on facts, and most importantly, on compassion, human rights, and treating people as human beings and with dignity. I truly believe unity is the most important asset that we have collectively as a society, and I feel like people are just absolutely beating and battering each other in comment sections, in content, and wanting to one-up people.
Facts.
and they just want to yell and tear at each other instead of looking at the bigger picture of, I mean, basically the massive billionaires and trillionaire who very much want us to be tearing each other apart. And I think that there's more productive conversations that we can have. But for now, just a little sample.
I had a green card. I traveled multiple times before out of the country.
I was sitting there looking for flights to go home, and I was taken.
They were like, we have to detain you.
I was under arrest.
With no explanation. It felt like I had been kidnapped.
You're kidnapping me.
They said they are detaining and deporting people who are here illegally and criminals.
I was never in the country illegally.
I did not come here illegally.
It was legal from day one.
NPR reported back in November that the Department of Homeland Security's claims that 500,000 undocumented immigrants had been deported or detained and weren't even close to reality. The reality is actually closer to 300,000 people, if that. And notice I said 300,000 people, not undocumented immigrants. That's because there's a wealth of evidence that at least 170 known citizens have been detained for extended periods of time beyond the discovery that they weren't undocumented. These little details are important for the betterment of humanity in a compassionate way. At some point, they've deported children, actual US citizens, by the way, with cancer.
And then within 24 hours, the deportation of both parents happened. And with the second mom, one of her kids actually is in late stage cancer treatment. He has stage 4, a very rare form of stage 4 cancer.
That as of January 2026, only 5% of those currently in detention were convicted of violent crimes. It was established that 73% of all detentions were people with no prior convictions, despite what puppy shooter Kristi Noem has claimed. And this data is coming directly from their reports. Just this is what.
Like, bro. The way that some people just get passes or somehow some people just won't stop and look.
What the facts are saying. And also, no, puppy shooter is not alleged. She admitted to shooting her 14-month-old puppy after calling him untrainable and less than worthless, if you can imagine. She also shot a goat that same day, calling it nasty and mean, but the goat didn't die from the first bang bang, so she reloaded. When I talk about compassion, these are the people we're dealing with here. I promise, we'll get back to Dr. Phil in a quick second, I promise. But just a couple more important facts. 32 people have died in ICE custody in 2025 alone.
Nah, nigga. I'm trying to hear back to the shit.
With grifting, whatever the hell this is. Now, that's not the only reason Phil experienced a backslide. It would be a massive blow to Phil if he lost half of his audience. But by owning his own network, he'd be fine. That is, unless somebody grifted him in one of the craziest Uno reverse polls of all time, allegedly.
Well, Dr. Phil's Merit Street Media is filing for bankruptcy and suing Christian television giants Trinity.
Y'all filing for bankruptcy? Why?
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke. The Broadcasting Network and CT Ministries, I'll get it out. Which one? In its filing, the forward-based company accuses the networks of harming its business and contributing to its financial woes. The lawsuit claims that TBN backed out of its obligations and instead abused its position as the controlling shareholder. As a result, Merit Street claims it was forced to pay more than $100 million in fees.
Oh no, Dr. Phil is bankrupt. The horror, oh my God. Gosh, what are we gonna do now? Oh, how are we ever gonna move on?
Oh no. Anyway, last week.
Actually, what makes it even worse is that TBN countersued, according to the Daily Beast, just 1 month later for fraud and breach of contract, alleging Phil had grifted them as part of a years-long fraudulent scheme to enrich himself. According to TBN, Phil was given $20 million upfront and was promised $50 million per year for 10 years to get 160 new Dr. Phil episodes at 90 minutes per episode. Quote, however, the network claims that the new episodes never arrived, despite TBN building a new state-of-the-art production space in Texas expressly for their production. They write, and also that McGraw originally promised to hand over the rights to the Dr. Phil show library of old episodes, then reversed course and brazenly demanded that TBN pay him $100 million to obtain a 50%.
This nigga Dr. Phil be wildin'.
and interest in the media library. Now, Phil ended up in court in September. I'm laughing because I don't care. And according to Deadline, it did not go well for him. Deadline describes Phil as grumpy and bellicose. He calls the relationship with TBN toxic and refuses to take any accountability for the deal falling apart. Quote, "We're here because they ignored the fact that the time it takes for a startup network to get to a point of fruition and turnover is 4 to 5 years, and they were explained this from the jump." The writing is on the walls. And on October 29th, it was reported that Phil's attempt to keep Merit Street Media in Chapter 11 bankruptcy failed and was shifted.
Not tried to keep them there.
Instead to Chapter 7 liquidation.
Texas judge Scott Everett ruled that Dr. Phil McGraw's Merit Street Media Company assets will undergo a Chapter 7 liquidation instead of a Chapter 11 reorganization.
Meaning the company, through a trustee, will be sold for scrap parts. We love to see it.
I'll go 275. That's the best I can do.
All because Phil made the big no-no of, get this, deleting a text message that was part of discovery.
And the judge accused McGraw of covering up the true state of his company's finances, saying there is no hope of rehabilitation and adding McGraw's business was as dead as a doornail when the bankruptcy was filed.
Dr. Phil, oh boy.
McGraw is also accused of deleting incriminating text messages that allegedly showed his plans of paying certain creditors over others.
The judge said, quote, "Mr. McGraw's actions violated not only the discovery order, but also a broader principle that the debtors, board members, or de facto officers or agents should not destroy property of the estate to help them in pending litigation." Translation from legalese, Dr. Phil finally f***ed around and Phil found out.
Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes?
Yeah.
Which means that as of the start of 2026, as I sat down to write this, for the first time ever, the Dr. Phil empire is in a state of complete collapse. And this is what we know. Oh, child, that was a lot to unpack. I think we need a bit of a kitty palate cleanser, so excuse the tone shift, and then I will conclude with my final thoughts as per usual. Huge thank you to our channel members. I appreciate.
Nah, fuck all that. Hey, shout out to Swoop. Dr. Phil out here down bad. I mean, obviously the stuff's alleged, but I can't say it don't sound like him. I can't and I won't. Exactly, Bob. That motherfucker. Dr. Phil, bro. Dr. Phil, a wild boy. I gotta get up early as shit in the morning. I got an appointment. I gotta be at 8:30 a.m. Nah, man. My body ain't really ready for that. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Guess we're gonna get into Walter for a second. So I think I'm probably gonna take off around the 2-hour mark or so I can make sure I gotta be well rested. It's something like it's pretty important appointment I got in the morning. I'm gonna definitely do that, Bob. I'm gonna be out of here sooner than you can believe. Sooner than you want to believe. I did, KS. I did. Let me get this other shit up. Annie B, what's happening? Let me get this other shit up. Shit up. Shit up. Let me make sure before I say that.
So Walter is what a...
Hold on, nigga. I wasn't ready for that. Pair. All right, now here we go.
So Walter is what initially made me want to go because his energy was infectious. Right after we got done eating, I attempted to go in and have a conversation with Unc. His security said he is in a podcast and he is not available. So I said, okay, is there a way that we could just leave him a tip? The plan was to leave him $4,000 and leave I initially had $5,000 in cash. I want to leave $1,000 to pay for anybody to come in line after us, and then $4,000 directly to Unc.
To offer a tip to a business owner was crazy. That was the other thing too.
What? Why you care? Why do you? I guess I'm confused as to why you care.
Like he really thinks Walt is like this helpless guy who needs his help. How are you going to tip a business?
That's not what that meant. That's not what that meant. Rich people give gifts to other rich people? What do you mean?
Owner. Tip the whole staff.
It wasn't from a place of I felt like Unc was struggling or Unc needed it.
It didn't come across as that. And anybody who's ever watched his content know that ain't why he do it.
It was a way to say thank you for what you do for our community.
Right.
Bunch of nonsense in my opinion. And that it was something that I did on my end that was negatively affecting things, even though I just honestly gave my opinion. And it had nothing to do with the food. They were saying that because I didn't give Nick, who was the owner, the $4,000, that was part of the issue.
You didn't give it to him? Oh. I ain't mention your name. That's what all this about.
About the situation over at
Oh yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, man.
So we went one that was the most highly requested place that we have had since we started. Easily over 30,000 requests to go and try the food over at Tendernism. I was drawn to Unc. Unc is Walter. I believe his name is Walter Johnson, right? Is that right?
We get it. Go ahead.
Okay,
but it is Walter.
I believe it is Walter.
Yeah.
So Walter is what initially made me want to go.
Before you even get into all of this, Keith, I want y'all to. This is where I'm like, it's a double-edged sword. Where I'm like, yeah, Unc got big, but bro, he's not. He don't cook. He didn't come up with the recipes. He's just a fucking pitch man. Like he's a Ronald McDonald, bro. Cause now it's sink or swim. Cause whatever he get, like he's like, I'm getting ready to go on my own and do what? Like you're not even famous no more. You're not even doing the barbecue. You just famous for being involved in drama. Which when that's the case, man, there go your money.
Because his energy was infectious, and that's his name. Okay, yeah. His energy to me immediately reminded me of an uncle.
Yeah,
and
man.
You can't fake that. So it's like we were saying earlier, it's one thing to be able to turn it on and turn it off, but us, we know what it is and what it ain't.
He's like that in the dark, in the light,
you
camera
can tell
on, camera
it ain't
off.
nothing that he can put on, right? So that initially was what made us want to go, and it was something that we had tried because people don't realize how far that is from damn near anything else unless you want to specifically go there or unless you're from there.
Dude, we here and it's far from here.
That's where we was in LA.
Yeah, man.
And I'm thinking, oh, if we fly into LA, we gonna be able to get there, and it was a 3-hour drive to get over there.
Fuck.
And when we got there, we went. I always have my family go in first to get the customer service experience because again, it could be different if I go in. We got the food. The food, in my opinion, was good. Was it amazing? I wouldn't say so.
Right.
I think there were certain parts of it that were amazing. Like the oxtails were incredible. Some of the best oxtails I've ever had in my life. But the beef rib that was infamous for falling off the bone, it was a slice. Allegedly, it was a slice in the back to where if you pick it up, the entire thing falls off.
Right.
Instead of it just
we heard
sliced.
that too.
Yeah, instead of it just coming off.
You didn't know that? I thought I heard that from you.
I didn't.
Yeah, they said it's pre-cut.
It was for sure.
Destination, I ain't gonna lie though. Destination Smokehouse, and this is where both of them look so stupid. It's on Walter and it's on Dude. Walter should have stuck to his guns, but I think what happened was Walter stuck to his guns publicly, but was behind the scenes trying to extort these niggas. I truly believe that shit. Nigga, you was just the pitch man, bro. You don't get to be part of the ownership like that. But hey, to each his own. They both made mistakes. I think it was mistakes on both sides, and they gonna pay for it. Both sides. Walter gonna pay for this shit because as soon as this drama dry up, it's not gonna matter no more. And Destination Smokehouse, that shit's done. Only people who don't know about this is coming, which ain't a lot of people. At least not the people y'all was attracting.
Damn, Lou, I thought I got that from you.
Oxtails were as tender as he said.
You got me into tendernism.
Yeah.
So I thought for sure that you knew. Oh, okay. I thought I got that from you.
We went, we had the food. Right after we got done eating, I attempted to go in and have a conversation with Unc. Again, we don't call beforehand. We don't set up meetings. We don't set up no times because the same experience that everybody else gets, I will want the same experience. So when we went in, I just want to have a conversation with him, which I understand everybody gets busy. Schedules are different, right? So we went in. His security said he is in a podcast and he is not available. So I said, okay, is there a way that we could just leave him?
And I got to ask you, he's in a podcast talking about what? What would I want to hear Colonel Sanders talking about?
Tip. The plan was to leave him $4,000 and leave $1,000. I initially had $5,000 in cash. I want to leave $1,000 to pay for anybody to come in line after us, and then $4,000 directly to Unc. And it wasn't from a place of I felt like Unc was struggling or Unc needed it. It was a way to say thank you for what you do for our community.
Right.
We know what that is. We know how important it is to have strong black old men that are positive role models in the community and that bring.
Let me stop you right there. Keith, y'all gotta hold him accountable if y'all want to play that pro-black shit. But remember, this nigga tricked other niggas into thinking that he owned that restaurant so they would come to that restaurant knowing it was owned by that white man. And that white man used his face to trick people like you and everybody else to come. And Walter allowed it and set it up.
Laughter and bring joy and bring energy to us because it's not a lot of times where we have that representation for older black men.
Right.
And I think it's getting less and less the more we get media. I haven't seen a lot of old black men with gray beards that are fun and can joke with bunch of different cultures and bring cultures together. So that's why I wanted to leave him the money.
To pause real quick, I'm glad that Keith is making that very clear distinction. He set it up like, we came there specifically for Unc. The food was a bonus, the test to see how the food tastes, but we came there specifically.
That's cap. Keith came there to film content of him eating there. He said it was the most requested, so I get what you're trying to say, but no.
Specifically for Unc and to praise him. So all the other shit you talking about, man, get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. We ain't here to see you, Otis, literally, bruh. And the way that dude framed it and was trying to brainwash Walt, at the same damn time when he did the interview with Willie D, it was crazy. We'll come back to that in a few, but let's continue listening to Keith talk, man.
Security pretty much told us it was over with. It was done for the day. It was no way that we was going to be able to have a conversation with him. So we end up leaving.
Which, that's weird.
Passing that entire $4,000 out to the community. We stood in front of Destination Smokehouse. We met a lady who was driving. She was riding a bike and she had a stroller attached to her bike. And she said that she was taking her niece to school back and forth. So we left her $1,000. It was a lady who had just lost her dad that cried the second she saw us. We left her $1,000. We met a lady who was a cheesecake. She made cheesecake like a bakery owner. And she was making cheesecakes by hand and packing them. And she was there the entire time we was there for 3 or 4 hours. We left her $1,000. And we met another lady who also we had a full conversation with, left her $1,000, and then we left.
See, everything happens for a reason, bro. This situation was supposed to be blown up so Uncle opened his eyes, or his family could open their eyes. And
his eyes have been open the whole time.
the community could open their eyes, because many people, like I told you on the last video, when I initially brought up the situation just as an observation that he didn't own a place, many people was telling me to shut up and mind my damn business. So then Unc was saying the same damn thing, but when Keith Lee pulled up, that made people look at it totally different, because a lot of people ain't going against Keith Lee army. Him going there brought people attention to the situation because they realized that was fucking weird. But at the same damn time, he was able to bless other people with that money, because if he was able to give that money to Unc, then Unc would have still been in the blind. I think he would have still been in the blind. Unc gonna get that money another way though. He gonna get that money back. But those other people was blessed, and I know people love when I showed that in my videos, so I can only imagine how people received it on Keith's platform.
A video comes out maybe a week later or 2 weeks later, and it's the owner of Destination Smokehouse saying that I was basically, I'm paraphrasing, but I was trying to do charity to Unc, and I was singling him out, and I shouldn't have singled out a business owner. I should have given the money to every person around that was inside the business. Bunch of nonsense in my opinion.
Like, who the fuck you think you talking to, nigga? Like, once you get to saying shit like that, I want to know who the fuck you talking to.
And that it was something that I did on my end that was negatively affecting things, even though I just honestly gave my opinion. And it had nothing to do with the food. They were saying that because I didn't give Nick, who was the owner, the $4,000, that was part of the issue.
Yeah.
Right, because Nick wanted to pocket that shit, allegedly.
And I didn't see it that way. I still don't, to this day, don't see it that way.
Neither do I, bro. And I think Unc moved on.
Yeah,
and I think they trying to lock up on Tendernism name. And then I just saw afterwards,
They
I just saw some
all this stuff.
And I just saw some disturbing videos from Old Boy too.
And he started doing the
man, it was just a lot, bro.
But I had a conversation with Unc. We talked about it, and things got misconstrued, of course. And Unc is exactly who you think he is. I got on the phone with him, and the first thing he said was Tendernism.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Is that all he can say? Like, Joy, who is this nigga? Like, I don't understand this nigga being that's why I'm like, Walter been in bed with this nigga. And ain't no telling how much this nigga really, bro, we gotta be honest. Look at how old Walter is, and he ain't got shit. He was the pitch man for a barbecue spot that somehow got famous on social media. But let's be honest, right? He get a little bit of fame, it go to his head and Nick's head. Nick like, shit, we gonna do all of this shit and get it cracking. And then Walter's like, oh no, we all good. You was just with this nigga, and everybody's like, oh, and then now you gonna be gone. Why? Because Walter played himself out of position. He probably asked him for some money they ain't want to give him. And then he's like, well, fuck it, I'll go out on my own. But you understand, Walter, they'll stay, it's a restaurant, it'll stay open, especially if the food ain't bad. What you getting ready to do? You let everybody get you to play yourself out of position, bro. You did it right at first. Just take your L and keep it pushing. But you know what you did, bro. You made black people think that that was your restaurant so they would come to it. You did that. And why? Because you wanted to help your white man out. That's cool, but you got to keep it a buck. That's why I don't go for all the, let's do it for Wakanda. Man, fuck you. Either we going to do it because we doing it, but we not doing it for Wakanda. Bird.
Literally, the first thing he didn't say hello, he didn't say hey, he said tendernism. So we had a conversation about doing something in the future. We haven't fully locked that down what that is, but just know that if I was to ever do something, it's from my heart, and I genuinely enjoy what he brings to the table, just from a personality standpoint. And I stand for the underdog. I stand for the people who aren't blessed enough to have a visibility spot. And if I'm blessed enough to have that spot and visibility, I would not go to sleep knowing that there's people around me that don't have it, that can have it. And I'm going to pass it around.
And yeah, like Keith pointed out, once Nick started to do his little dancey dance, that's when the writing was on the wall right there. Like, nigga, you really think you Diddy? And the time after Diddy just got his ass ridiculed in front of the whole world for his actions, business and outside of business, you come and try to move like him, trying to be all up in the videos, dancing and shit. When you already got the motion going with Uncle, you want some attention. Like, I'ma keep it G. I know his ancestors cussing his ass out. Like, what the fuck is you doing in the front of the damn camera? You don't go and dance in front of the camera. You let him dance. You play it cool, stay behind the scenes while we go ahead and rake in the money. I know his ancestors snapping on his ass.
I'm okay with him being the pitch man. That's cool. If you know that's a special talent. Don't act like that shit's not a talent. This is a talent to do it, the presentation and shit the way Walter do it. But he's just a pitch man, bro.
Been doing that stupid shit because he blew the spot up, bruh. But we appreciate you for that, my boy, because let's go ahead and revert back to the interview that Keith Lee is referencing when they spoke on him coming to get FOK.
Some circumstances that happened after the fact with other people that he talked to that opened our eyes up to why he probably felt the way that he did. Even the way that he approached it, he didn't ask for anybody else. There's a lot of people visible on social media. To offer a tip to a business owner was crazy. That was the other thing too, is like he really thinks Walt is like this helpless guy who needs his help. How are you going to tip a business owner? Tip the whole staff.
I want to tip the whole staff. But he could give it to Walter, and if Walter balling like that, Walter can give it to the staff himself. Man, you wild, bro. I don't even understand what you saying. You think you making sense, but you making no sense, and it's because you know you on some fuck shit. This just sound like you hating, bro.
Give this to Walter. Okay. He specifically said his name to ask me a couple of questions. To ask him a couple of questions, I meant to say. That's how he presented it. He didn't say, hey, I want to give y'all this, and in the meantime, can I talk to Walter and Nick or whatever? He literally asked for him only and said he want to give him that amount of money.
Even Reynaldo, what you're doing.
Why y'all sound like y'all jealous of that?
Or someone that's visible, Walter French, anybody else, it would have felt like it was coming from a place that we would have accepted. But if I would have known he was here, I would have probably asked Edie to stop for a few seconds so we could go over there. That's what I would have done. But ever since I reached out to him, I've gotten zero response. I thought I was very respectful. From what I've watched from the review, it just didn't seem like he really captured what it's like when you come to this place. It's just disappointing that as popular as people can be on social media.
And look how he look while he's sitting there. He look how mad and sad he looked right there, where he's starting to rethink everything, where the gears in his head is like, man, maybe I could be making more money if I was away from here. He should have never got them thoughts in his head, because I gotta be honest with you, Walter, you really can't.
People don't know everybody.
Well, like I said before, with Unc having to open up a GoFundMe, it's two things. One, it's great that he is getting support. I'm glad that he's getting support, but if everything was true that Nick was saying, there shouldn't be any necessity for him to go ahead and open up a GoFundMe to get supplies or anything he needs to start his own business based on how good that company was doing. Walt should walk away with his pockets fucking full, bro.
No, he shouldn't. This nigga's a fucking pitchman. If, bro, any national pitchman was saying this type of shit, y'all would laugh in their face. Oh boy, that's Mayhem, Jake from State Farm, any of these type of people coming out here talking this shit, y'all would laugh in their face. This nigga's a pitchman. Look, it's a slippery slope, bro, and that's why he need to be getting shit in writing, but he wasn't in position to really do no shit like that. He didn't have enough leverage like that because they gave him a chance. That's the thing where it's like, Scott don't even need to play it like this, which is weird for him, but just let you know what the type of motherfucker he is, and he nervous and scared. Food Flavor Flav. I mean, the whole thing is like, he's not even famous for food reviews. He's just famous for reactions to, like, it wasn't even the eating it. It was just picking it up and seeing how tender it is and tell you to come to the restaurant. That's cool. But this whole thing where niggas is like, that is enough for him to secure the bag for the rest of his life. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Because let me tell you, Nick not about to get rich off this shit. The most money that either one of them could have made off that Tenderism shit is together. He got the meat, the barbecue and shit, and that nigga got the presentation and the phrase, saying the phrase. So Walter can figure out a situation where he's saying it on his own, but he ain't got the fucking product to go with it. And Nick them got the product and don't have the phrase to go with it. That's why I'm just like, this shit was just silly.
Now, maybe it wasn't doing that good, but based on what I hear about y'all prices and them lines, it should have been doing great. And if you were a good dude, then it should be no situation that anyone could look at any type of paperwork and Unc's name ain't on that shit. Your mouth says one thing, but that black and white says another. That's a problem. That's a problem. And I'm pretty sure as people try to drive it into Unc's mind, like, look, this is what they're telling you, but this is what the paperwork says. He has to finally come to realize there's some fuck shit going on. And that all led us to these clips that I'm about to run back again with him officially confirming that he's not with Destination Smokehouse anymore, and also him explaining the GoFundMe, and then I'm gonna show y'all a clip of him doing what he said he's gonna do with the GoFundMe, and that's things like when he pulled up to Ron Isley and showed him that Tendernism in their face at their own place, man. Peep these clips real quick.
While we're talking, a question I think everybody been wanting to know is, are you still at Destination Smokehouse?
No, I'm not. I'm not at Destination Smokehouse. I'm with Tendernism now.
What the fuck does that mean?
You know, I had to go on my own, you know, so that way I can do what I have to do.
Oh, so you Patty LaBelle now.
So I don't want nobody to be, it is what it is. You got to move on. When things happen, you don't get mad. Hey, you just...
So what does Tendernism do? So what are you doing? See, this is that entrepreneur talk.
Just take another step. Get glad. Praise the Lord, you're still living. But just, hey, I'm finna tenderize the world now.
What does that mean?
Hey, they should have never. But it is what it is, y'all. And keep, hey, family out there, y'all keep supporting me. And I guarantee you, I ain't gonna do you wrong. Booyah.
That's all this thing.
Question I know a lot of people are asking is about the GoFundMe. Why'd you start it? Is it really your GoFundMe? Those are the questions that I hear a lot of people doing. And then
this nigga got a fucking GoFundMe. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Just quitting a job without having another one lined up is crazy at this age.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit about what you may do with the money.
Hey, the GoFundMe is to try to kick up, me to move around and do things. Yes, it is mine. But
what, you homeless? Nah, nigga, wait, what?
Try to kick up, me to move around and do. Hey, the GoFundMe is to try to kick up, me to move around and do things. Yes, it is mine. But hey, y'all gonna get some too. You know what? I'm gonna share it.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up, but trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga talking about we getting ready to share the GoFundMe, bro.
I ain't like that.
He turned that shit down, Scott.
I'm gonna let y'all know I'm not like that. But I need to move around, cause in a few minutes, I'm gonna have grills.
So this lets you know he wasn't even getting paid that much to do that shit for that restaurant. So for him to not, this nigga got a GoFundMe asking y'all to help him move around.
I'm gonna have smokers, and I'm gonna be smoking everywhere I go. That's right, I say smoking. Don't take the wrong kind of smoking now and get out of hand. I'm talking about smoking meat. You dig, tenderizing meat.
See, this is the type of shit rich people be doing. They see you on TikTok or some shit and just summon you to come be over there and do the shit in front of them. This is the definition of shucking and jiving.
All right, man. So I think it's I don't think we're gonna see more unless we probably hear Destination Smokehouse's opinion on the situation.
QR code or tap the link in the description.
I'm getting this motherfucker queued up. All right. So we do have a response. We got a response from Destination Smokehouse. Well, I got it from somebody, Seti, so there's that. I wonder what Scott had, or Nick, ain't his name Nick? I wonder what Nick had to say. Lisa, what up?
Okay. A question I think everybody been wanting to know is, are you still at Destination Smokehouse?
No, I'm not. I'm not at Destination Smokehouse. I'm with Tendernism now. You know, I had to go on my own, you know, so that way I can do what I have to do. So I don't want nobody to be, it is what it is. You got to move on. When things happen, you don't get mad. Hey, you just take another step. Get glad. Praise the Lord, you're still living. But just, hey, I'm finna tenderize the world now. Hey, they should have never. But it is what it is, y'all. And keep, hey, family out there, y'all keep supporting me. And I guarantee you, I ain't gonna do you wrong. Booyah.
And it turns out that drove a lot of business away because the owner, he came out. And we're going to break this shit down.
Good morning. My name's Nick, and recently there's been a lot of conversations about destinations. Smokehouse that don't fully represent our history or what we stand for. Today, I want to speak directly to our supporters about Walter Johnson and his involvement with Destination Smokehouse. Walter was never asked to leave.
Man, y'all niggas just be making up shit, bro. Y'all niggas just be making up shit. Exactly, Mig. Big, what's happening?
The application to register the trademark for Tendernism was not filed without his knowledge. Walter was an early source of inspiration for me, and I've always been grateful for that.
So you knew, Walter. Why didn't you come out and tell everybody? Why you let everybody... See, this is why I be mad at him. Come out and call him a liar, because if what he's saying is true, look how you be straddling the fence.
We've shared so many genuine moments together, talking about barbecue and bonding over the craft that we both love. These moments were filled with camaraderie and mutual respect. Today, I'm proud of Walter for having the courage to go after his own dreams. It takes heart. I respect anyone who chooses to build something of their own. And I wish him nothing but the best. The barbecue community is really small. Guys, we all know each other, and as small business owners, I feel it's our responsibility to support one another and celebrate the craft that brings people together through our food. It's always been about great food and the spirit of the community with barbecue, and that's what Destination Smokehouse will always stand for. We're grateful for the support of our guests and our team and the barbecue community. We will remain.
Nick, do you want that riffraff up out of there? Nick, at any point, do you feel like it's like riffraff in there? Do you ever feel that way? I'm just asking.
Remain focused on moving forward with respect, positivity, and a shared purpose. Thank you, guys.
Now
man, but the only thing is, Walter. Only thing is,
QR code or tap the link in the
community.
He don't. If some of that stuff that he's saying is true, like, you need to come out and say he lying. If you knew about that fucking trademark, bro, and you didn't say nothing and had no problem with it, bro, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Cause that's literally you running game, nigga. Like, stop playing. What are we talking about? Like, my whole thing is Walter ain't innocent. This nigga Walter done quit a job without having no backup plan, talking about some hit the GoFundMe and then I'll split it with y'all, even though I'm telling y'all I need it to survive. Because I can't survive down and quit my fucking job. Like, and I'm gonna tenderize the world. Man, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and vouch for Nick like that. But Walter is not innocent in all this. He's not. And if that make you mad, I don't give a fuck. Just hit the like button or get the fuck out. That's all you need to be worried about anyway, ho. This punk ass nigga. Bro, I think it was, bro. Like, I just don't understand how Walter walks away from his job. Like him saying, like me hearing that he's saying that, oh yeah, we didn't fire that nigga. Like, I instantly turn and look at Walter like, so nigga, you need to go take your ass back to work then, nigga. You need to tell this nigga let you get your job back. And yeah, you can still let him know that you making plans to leave or whatever, but you not ready to leave yet. He said it take a community to raise a 70-year-old man. Talk plain. I swear I'm the only one that see this nigga. I'm like, this nigga Walter just sound like an irresponsible ass nigga. Cause I'm trying to understand. If them niggas didn't tell you that you fired, I just don't understand what you left for. And then now you sound like every other nigga. Oh yeah, I'm about to, bro. You might as well say some shit like you getting ready to move to Hollywood. If I can make it there, I can make it anywhere. Face ass. And then I'm just supposed to feel just utterly sorry for this nigga. Even though y'all ain't got no problem with this nigga duping black people. He made y'all come to that restaurant thinking Keith Lee thought he owned it. Y'all all thought he owned that shit, and that was the design. Walter, you can get the niggas in here thinking whatever. And y'all did it. But I will say this in Nick's defense, Keith Lee. Keith Lee, would you ever go to McDonald's and have a good meal and then say that you trying to leave $4,000 for Ronald McDonald? That would never happen. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Like I said, I'm getting ready to get up out of here anyway. I got an appointment in the morning, 8:30. I gotta get up early and whatnot. Today's been a very interesting day. I think tomorrow will be a little more. Happy hump day indeed. I see y'all niggas have been on Jim Carrey head. We might have to talk about Jim Carrey tomorrow. Just might have to. I was like, damn, white people be getting Botox and all that shit all the time. I didn't know that Jim Carrey wasn't allowed to. Hump day is a joy. But I guess I'll park here. Why don't you say goodnight to your Bowie? Tomorrow we should finally be able to do a full show. Third shift in it. Yeah, I thought Jim had on like the Saw mask. Because, bro, you know what it made me think of? It made me think of when Jim Carrey was in Me, Myself, Irene. when that bandage came off and everybody saw that damn chin that nigga got. This is like that moment happening to him in real life. Bob, Janice, Ham Dog, Big, Meg, KS Dub. Lennox. Yeah, Bob, you made it. I when I thought about it earlier, I didn't want to jinx it, so I didn't say nothing. I truly thought it was like, Bob might make it through this one. Well, good thing I did too, huh? Number 5, Joy. Dr. Phil down bad. Walter, get a fucking job, bro. What are you doing? You too old to be doing all this foolish ass shit. Nigga. Just stop. Good night, Napa.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already. It's in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame, poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious Big Arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing, I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite for a Big Arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness, but those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, but Big Arch, try it when you can get it.
Y'all bitches always worried about what they doing, who they fucking, what they got going on. Worry about.
I sat there and watched your ass eat a whole meal for $5. You had a fucking box of pizza, a slab of ribs with a side of large fries, but ain't offered me shit though. After I just got you from the hospital last night. Oh, that shit ain't scare you, huh? But you just want to keep stuffing shit down your mouth.
I just want to go back.
You want somebody to feel sorry, but you keep eating. Honey buns and shit under your bed. Yeah, I saw you last night trying to sneak them under there. I don't know how you got down, but I saw you.
Where?
Where? What the fuck you mean where? Oh, your big ass want to play slow. All right. Tell me what the fuck this is then right here. Honey buns and shit. Oatmeal cream pie. What else you got under this motherfucker? Twinkies and shit.
Stop yelling at me.
Stop yelling at you. Your kids we in this bitch hungry. They ain't eating shit. And you say, all right, no extra shit up, man. I ain't feeding your big ass no more, dog.
Hey, baby. Me and the kids about to go to Burger King. You want something?
Y'all see it. Yep.
Good night, Clay.
That's what it is. Best hands in the world. Y'all be playing with me. Come taste it yourself. See all that butter? Deliciousness. Y'all want to know the secret so bad about the cookbook. A little bit more. A little bit more.
And this is why Big Bacon
Y'all swear y'all be cooking. You got a whole 40-pound bag of sugar on 3 pans of yams. Talking about you see it. We see it. We see diabetes. We see gout, cavities in all teeth, hypertension, headaches, limb amputations, the big arm disease. I don't know what they call it, but just big arms. And if you can spread sugar like that, it's too much. Talking about in a little bit more. That's enough. Jesus said that was enough. It's more than enough. It's abundant. You cooking up disease at this point. I wouldn't eat them yams with somebody else's mouth. We gotta do better. We gotta stop this mess.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
What's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside?
Don't ski.
These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve LeVois. It's okay, I have vape in here, right?
God is great. Good night, Amber. Oatmeal cream pie do sound good. But we on a diet and I ain't had one in like fucking a decade anyway. Why go back to that?
Set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 You've got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction? Or is it the moonlight?
I will hop off the wagon for the honey I shrunk the kids oatmeal cream
But only for
pie.
one night. This could be real
Let's say
love, but
oatmeal
you've
the
been
cream
broken,
pie.
and I just want
You know
you
what
to
the fuck I mean.
see what I can be for you.
It's funny because it's fat.
What I can be for you. What I can be for you. What I can be for you. Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby.
I got you, Amber. I have not had a moment the last couple days at all, but I got you.
Crushed it.
God is great. It's Wednesday, fool. Get over that hump. I know I shall.
I'm a fucking bitch.
Like
got it,
I don't want
Jess.
to hurt myself.
You got to pee?
It's all right. No,
You
if
got
you
it,
gotta
Jess.
go, you gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay. Just
Good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
fall on
side.
your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You
Say
got
it.
it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep. Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go and turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay. Have fun.
I've never even heard of him.
I'm petty.